So my name is Jim Fletcher, 1108 Oasis Court, Colleyville, Texas. And what brings me before you all today is my concerns on Glade Road and some of the traffic issues that are facing that highway currently. I live off of the Riverwalk. I live in the Riverwalk development, which is off Riverwalk. And if you've ever traveled that road and making a left turn on Glade Road, say from anywhere from 3 to 7 o'clock in the evening, it's very hazardous on that road. And I don't know if I haven't kept track of the accidents. I haven't witnessed any accidents, but it's a very hazardous condition, and it takes an inordinate amount of time to make that left turn. And the line of sight is real bad, as you know. A Blue Bonnet Road, there's a hill, and the cars just barrel down that hill, and then they're coming from the right, and you're trying to sneak in there to make that left turn. It needs to be changed. I know the hope is that at one time we'll put a traffic circle there, which I think would be a great idea, lowering the elevation of Blue Bonnet. What I'm concerned about is the referendum that's on the ballot and how that affect the development going forward for the development on the road. One thing was brought to my attention this evening was a social posting by Constable Putnam. And I quote, Glade Road is not inherently unsafe. And I would strenuously disagree with that. I do think it's unsafe. Although I would concede that, we could, it's a very subjective term. So what's made safe to you may not unsafe to me. My mother-in-law, who is 90 years old, and she also drives, 10 years short of the radio over there, but she won't drive on Glade Road. And, I think when she says something, it means a lot. And I think we have a lot of senior citizens that have that same condition. But there's other things that affect the Glade Road as well. I'm concerned that, the road improvement impact fees that have been paid by developers over the years to get that road improved. And if we don't do that, the ramifications, and I was involved in planning and zoning, and it was always in the discussion, well, if we don't improve the road, is there going to be a clawback by these developers that have put money into this fund to improve the road? And if we don't improve the road, what's that going to happen? I don't know what the answer to that is, but it's a potential, the hazard that we need to be concerned about. The discussion about trees on that road, I would only encourage our citizens to look at what happened on Hall Johnson Road and the improvements. We had the same issues in 1998. There were a group of citizens that were adamantly opposed to widening Hall Johnson Road. And they even went to the fact that they were going to pave over the extra lanes because they were so opposed to it. Luckily, that did not pass. It made national news. But the city, true to its word, accelerated the landscaping and put extra money in there. And I have all the confidence that this council will do the same thing for the improvements on Glade Road. That, yes, their trees will be taken, property will be taken, but the end product will be safe and will meet city standards. That road is not just a driveway or a road. It's our main artillery for the city. And if it's not safe, but it does not meet today's standards, it's not wide enough, and it won't handle emergency vehicles. It's something that we have to address, and it has to meet the standards that are here today. We can't cut it short. We can't just pave it, tear it up, pave it, put new pavement. That's not going to be sufficient enough for it. If the referendum passes, and the budget item is, all the maintenance we're going to have to do, because there's a lot of costs just on the road is today, where if we go ahead and get that improved, then those maintenance costs will be down. So if doing nothing is not going to be a free for all. It's going to cost us. That's all I have, and I want to thank you all as a council. You do a great job for the city. I don't think all the citizens realize that, how much time you put in here for your free time, and I want to thank you for it.